Hello everyone, I'm FMC and this is episode 54 of An Englishman Abroad, a Journeyman Story. Today we take on Liverpool in the Champions League quarter-finals, as well as the rest of the results that we have to show you. So let's get to it. Run the intro. So we start with the match that followed the win against Athletic Bilbao at the end of the last episode with a 2-0 win over Celta Vigo. So let's take a look at the goals from the game. Starting with Romelu Lukaku's goal, he opened the scoring on 9 minutes. A good run from Douglas Costa down the right, played towards the back post where Rodrigo sends it back to Lukaku, who taps it in from about 4 or 5 yards out. We doubled the lead just before the half hour. Costa with the free kick. Sent it back in a second time, Rodrigo with the shot for 2-0, and that is how it stayed. But we did have a bit of a significant moment. Bernardo Silva picked up an injury just after the hour and he's out for a couple of weeks, but you will see him at some point at the end of the episode. We followed up the win against Celta Vigo with a 2-0 win against Tenerife. Let's take a look at the goals from the game. So Douglas Costa opened the scoring just before half-time. It had been a bit of a struggle up until that point. But he takes a touch inside the box, hits the post with the first effort, but manages to tuck the second one into the net. And we made it 2-0 just before the hour. Rodrigo with the ball into Dele Alli, onto Rakitic, into Douglas Costa, who was excellent today. He rolled the ball through to Romelu Lukaku, who slid it into the net for Tenerife 0, Real Madrid 2. We followed that up with a disappointing draw away at Rayo Vallecano. Let's take a look at the goals from the game. Ali Kamara with the opening goal for us just before half-time. Lovely little header into the bottom corner. But Vallecano equalised just before the hour with their only shot on target, which is very annoying considering we had the 11 shots at goal. Castro with the goal. Kepa probably should do better, but we only left Vallecano with a point. We then took on Villarreal and beat them by 2-1. Let's take a look at the goals from the game. Villarreal took a shock lead inside 3 minutes. Rodriguez with the run through, played it into Beltran, who hit the shot from the edge of the box. Kepa could do nothing about that one. But we did equalise. Kroos with the free kick. Bastino with his first goal for Real Madrid. And then Douglas Costa wrapped up the win on the hour. It had been a bit of a struggle, but we eventually managed to break through. Costa with the finish. Carlos could do better in the goal, but we beat Villarreal by 2-1. Here is that Champions League quarter-final first leg against Liverpool, and sadly it was a defeat for us. Yet another defeat against Liverpool in the Champions League. But we did take the lead, so let's take a look at the goals from this one. So Dele Alli put us in front on 18 minutes. Good run from Hakemin down the right. Played it towards Gareth Bale at the far post, who sent it into the middle. Alli with the shot for 1-0. But Liverpool struck back pretty quickly. Mo Salah with the cross into the box. Bit of pinball. Had a second go at it. Asensio with the shot at the far post. And it was a bit of deja vu again as Liverpool nicked it in the 89th minute. Kovacic with the ball wide to Mo Salah, who played it into the middle for Alessandri to finish the game. But we do take an away goal back to Madrid with us, so that does give us hope of reaching the semi-finals. And lastly for today, it is a 4-0 win over Sporting Gijón as a much-changed Real Madrid side, with Liverpool in the second leg in mind, beat them by 4-0. Let's take a look at the goals from the game. Isco with the opening goal on the half hour from the penalty spot. Nice little roll into the bottom corner from him. We made it 2-0 just before half time. Luis with the ball on the right hand side with the cross. Headed away, but Isco sent it back towards goal with interest as well for 2-0. We made it 3 just before half time. It was a quick fire double. Guerrero with the ball on the left hand side. Into the box, Timo Werner with the easy job of rolling it into the net for 3-0. And VAR had a hand in it, making it 4-0 as it changed the decision to give a penalty to us. Isco with the shot into the bottom corner for for Real Madrid 4, Gijón 0. So onto the competition screen we go. So the second leg against Liverpool, that is going to be in the next episode in the Champions League. Into La Liga we go. A 13-point gap over Atletico Madrid has developed with 6 games to go. So it is very much when rather than if we will claim La Liga title. We've already qualified for next year's Champions League as a result of the gap to 5th place. But Barcelona are in with a squeak of catching Atletico Madrid for 2nd. And I wouldn't even count out Valencia at the moment. Atletico Madrid seem to be drawing a lot of games recently, which isn't helping either title push or staving off those behind them. Down at the bottom, so Valladolid, they are on life support. They are 15 points from safety. Only a miracle will keep them from dropping into the Segunda. Granada, they are heading the same way on 21 points. They are 9 points from safety. Villarreal look the only team likely to avoid relegation if they can muster it. They are only 2 points away from Tenerife, but there are still a clutch of sides up to probably Sporting Gijón, who are looking over their shoulder and hoping to avoid relegation to the Segunda. So with the La Liga title near enough wrapped up, it is all about Liverpool. It is all about making the Champions League semi-finals, and please God, let us hope we beat Liverpool in that second leg. I am tired of losing to the Scousers. It's becoming an annoyance. Hopefully we can get past them and reach the semi-finals of the Champions League. If you've enjoyed today's video, please leave a like. If you haven't subscribed to the channel and would like to do so, please click the subscribe button down in the corner. That was episode 54 of An Englishman Abroad, a Journeyman Story. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.